Hi, it's Bernie again. I figured I'd do a little video of showing a little bit of history of the car, or what it was anyway. So I don't know how long it will take anyway, but some people that know the car around here locally. I've had the car 20 years. It's a 301 car originally, and we've had it for 20 years, almost, with a 400 small block Chevy into it. So I'll give a little overview of the car there now as it sits in some of the stuff we have done to it. So this is a picture of the engine, obviously, that everybody's been looking at the videos there a little while ago. So it's only a 6 litre, that there is a Gen 4 black, and it's right now it's a turbo 350 on the back of it. I don't think we're going to keep the turbo 350. We're going to switch over to a turbo 400, I would think. So anyway, have a look at it. So you can see some of the piping and that we have done into it. We got all the pipes ran for the exhaust, and if you look down here, it's actually hooked up to the exhaust on both sides, and it goes into the original exhaust and H pipe that I had in the car there for another little while. Car has subframe connectors into it. It's nothing new. They've been there for years. Let's have a little look around. There's the interior. We had the seats changed into it. It's I think the seats are out of a Mercury Cougar, actually. It's a Cheetah SGS shifter. Let me come on the back. Let me come on over here. So if you get the light there a second, hang on. Anyway, here's the trunk. It's a Sonic fuel cell, aluminum fuel cell, amplifier in there, battery box back here. It's you can tell the car has had that Detroit Speed mini tub into it. So we have that in. That's obviously why we use the fuel cell. You have to notch the original cell, or as I did, I'll tell you in a moment, or you have to replace the fuel cell into it. All this here is a trailer box, and we got one under the dash, and we have one in the trunk of the car. So once the carpet is all put down in there, as it is now, the sill plates are all onto it. Anytime you want to run a live or a ground to the back of the car, all you do is put it on the terminal just underneath the glove box, and then put it on the terminal back here. So if you want to run a fuel pump or 2 fuel pumps, or anything you want to connect between the front of the car and the back of the car, just pick it up off the terminals back there. So a bit of the back of the car. It's you can see the exhaust going back there. It's 9-inch forward. It's back braced. It's right now it's 33 spline axles, which I will have to get rid of, because apparently nobody seems to make a cheap spool for, or sorry, they all make a spool. Nobody seems to make a cheap lacquer for 33 spline. They make it for the 31 to 35, but I think it's only one manufacturer makes it, and anyway, it's by the time we get it here, it's like $1,000–1,500 bucks. It's quite expensive. So let's have a look. So we did do a little bit of work with the car. As you can see, most of the car has been painted, cut in. You can see there, the trunk lid's all cut in, and all around the edges. It's dirty as hell. A little shot. So what we done when we did do that Detroit Speed kit, what I don't recommend doing is what I done. We drill out all the spot welds, and we move the chassis rails in. So anyway, coming around this side, you can see we have a We have a boost gauge put in the dash there and right there. Over here we have they're only a cheap set of, I think it's Equius gauges that we picked up for them. On that, as you can see, all the doors are all cut in. The car is going to be that Dodge grade as you see on all the Challengers. And of course she's all multicolored. She's in black for most part, but we ended up last year we ended up putting some door skins onto it and 2 new fenders, a piece in the trunk and all that. So it's been multicolored now while we've been working on it. And we have a Summit brand radiator, LS swap radiator with the inlet and outlet on the passenger side. You can see down there, as you see in the video, that's where I put the intercooler down there. And yeah, we had a line laid on for a turbo oil drain back. It's not hooked up yet. We have it ready to hook up. You can see this down here. Put the load in there. You see down there, there's a bung down there for the turbo oil return on that side, and there's 2 fittings there for the turbo oil feed lines down there. So we'll look back under the car, the other side, and you still hook the brake cables up, and that. Also, here's a draw shaft loop into it. It's been in there forever. And a H pipe for the exhaust. 2 Flowmaster 42 chambers. And that's mostly where we got to that now. So, like I said, we've had the car quite a while. It seemed that we got a little bit of a break in between. We've done a couple of other cars in between the time I've had it and now, so it's the same thing. You know, a few years later, quite a few years later, we decided to actually take and do the car. But again, like I said, it was in pretty good shape before we started. For a Newfoundland car, it's a very decent shape. But again, yes, we have salt here. And seems like winter, I know it don't last 10 months of the year, but it feels like it lasts 10 months of the year. Anyway, another thing there, I don't know if you notice, we're looking around the garage, that we have a truck here. The daughter recently bought a 1980, I guess it's a C10, it's a 2-wheel drive. So I guess it's you weren't Silverados back then. It's a 2-wheel drive GMC pickup. So whatever that makes it anyway, but we're doing a bit of work on that, so that won't be too far away anyway. We have the chassis outside, and my dually's out there right now, so yeah, a little bit of work to do with that when we come in. And that. We have a few more things to try too, as well. We have a and then see that old thing there, and we've had that thing forever. We had it converted over. It's got like a drag set up onto it. So it's a slick track, and probably going to try that the year. Like I said, we try to run the snowmobile. Well, the other thing too is I'll try it out. The daughter's almost finished her junior dragster program, so to speak. She's almost staged out after this year. So in the meantime, she isn't old enough to drive that truck. But another project will be on it. But who knows? Maybe after the junior dragster, the sled might be something she'll step up to. Be a little bit faster than the dragster. The junior she drives isn't really fast, as you've seen from a couple of other videos into it. I'm going to try to do some more footage of the drag racing bit. It's as I said to everybody, it's not so much that we go to the track just to film. We've been running at the track for quite a few years now. The only difference is we'll take a camera with us. So I think this will be our 4th summer in the junior. I know you can see over behind it. I got to take the cover off it, probably in another video. That's the other one. If you look at the video, it says Datsun Test and Tune. We only done a cockpit shot of it. It's a 79 Datsun 210 that we've had for years. It's I'm figuring, if I had to guess, we've probably been racing that probably 12 years or so. They're probably doing a little video of that, but it's been in here and it's been under that car cover, and there's been so much dust in there, it looks horrible. And as most people know, is if you have an enclosed trailer, your car stays nice and clean. But when you got an open trailer, it also becomes your storage unit. Everything from gas cans to battery chargers to everything imaginable ends up in on the floor or on the seats of the car. So we'll probably take the cover off that now a little later, and we'll have a look at that one as well. Well, anyway, that's it for now. Like I said, hoping to make some more progress with the car. It's you see, it should be pretty nice when it's done. I have no idea what it's going to make it power wise, but as I said before, we have, like I said, turbos are 66 mils. They're VS Racing, but it's basically it's a Borg Warner S366 clone. So they're rated at 800 per turbo. We're not going to go nowhere near that, I wouldn't say, but be interesting to see how long the 6 years is going to live, or what we do with it. But anyway, that's it. So anyway, until we get another little video on the go, we'll get a bit more progress with the car, and hopefully before